Welcome to the Plans and Plot Twist podcast. You are here with Kimmy
and Nat.
The chaos, the laughs, basically adulthood on steroids. We talk it all.
We're honest and we're always relatable.
If you ever felt like everyone else has it figured out,
spoiler, they don't.
This is your safe space to remind you that life's messy, unpredictable, and totally okay. So today we're talking about dating and relationships. So let's start off with a high. What has been the highlight of your month?
I went to Disneyland Paris with my best friend from home. I've never been so exhausted in my life. We walked 50 miles over 3 days, which is like 2 marathons.
Wow.
I know. And I've never been so tired in my life. But we attacked those parks. We were like, ride, snack, ride. We were doing like 18 rides a day, but we went midweek. So my recommendations for anyone is, one, when your friend half jokingly says, when you're booking a girl's holiday, shall we go to Disneyland? Say yes. My second recommendation is go to a theme park in the middle of the week, minimal school holidays, because the rides at Disney are like an hour is like a good ride, like a good amount of time to be queuing for a ride. Topped 40 minutes. Occasionally, some of the bigger, more family rides, when we got to the weekend, got really high, but we did them in the week, so we didn't have to worry too much. It was so much fun. I've never needed a holiday to recover from my holiday more in my life. I'm physically absolutely destroyed.
Wow.
What about you?
I went to Paris as well. I would have loved went to Disneyland Paris. We did a lot of sightseeing. So we went to the Louvre Museum. We did a cruise tour around Paris. And we went to the Louis Vuitton Foundation, all beautiful architecture. The top tips would be, if you're visiting the museums, to line up before it even opens, because it gets so crowded. The Louvre Museum looks so pretty from the outside, but when you go in, it's rammed. Everyone is on top of each other. There's so many groups, there's so many kids. Everyone's crowding around the Mona Lisa, and it's just exhausting.
Did you steal anything?
I was thinking about it. The security's high.
Well, yeah, after someone just walked in and stole something, I'd be worried if it wasn't anymore.
So let's dive into the dating world. So do you know someone who is getting back onto the dating scene?
I'm in a situation where I don't know that many people that are dating. Yeah. Maybe a few. My impression of the dating scene isn't wonderful. Yeah. Maybe I'll just be ever in your favor if you are.
So from the red flags we ignore to top dating tips to finding the one, let's talk relationships, situationships, and all things love. So what is the best way to meet someone?
Oh, that's going to be a lovely noise for the podcast. That's me grumbling. I don't know. Like now,
in today's world,
because I'd say apps, but then the apps seem kind of crap. But then the stuff I see of apps, no, I have friends that are on the apps, and like I think there's like very specific apps that seem to be good for certain things, is what I get the impression. I'd say like, oh, in a bar, but then I don't think people go out as much as they used to, and or talk to each other as much as they used to, because there's this whole thing that comes out in the media around people aren't talking to each other. Like when we used to go out when we were like 18, you just chat to anyone, but apparently that's not as much of a thing anymore with the younger generation. And then like through friends, but then I don't know, I met my husband through friends. He was working with my best friend.
A network, so friends of friends or friends like that. But then again, who's going out now, right? You hear stories of people are not going out to bars. So how do you meet people? So then maybe people turn to apps. Like during COVID, people would turn to apps because they weren't meeting people. But now you would think people would meet people, but it's not the case.
Yeah. It's hard. I think it's really hard. It's great content, isn't it? Just me being like, ah, no idea, move on.
I hear people are on the apps though, so making friends, it could be more than friends.
I just know there's all these kind of different
Mm,
apps. There was an app you could only be on it for one day, and then they'd have these meetups, and so you'd connect on the app, and then you'd go to one of their meetups, and you'd beat them there.
yeah,
Um, there's ones where it's like you can't talk to each other after a certain amount of time, so it encourages you to go and meet them. Unless you are swapping numbers quickly, you're literally having to organize quickly and be like, right, off we go. But then I know so many people that vet before they
yeah,
go and meet people. They'll have calls with them, FaceTime them, because time is precious. When you've had a crap day or a handful of crap dates, then it's a waste of my time. As I've said before, don't waste my foundation. Don't waste my makeup. It's expensive stuff.
exactly. Okay, so part one, it's called the We've All Been There round. So you have red flag and green flag. No orange flag.
Oh, we're not
Red,
doing orange. You're just
just
eliminating orange flag from the
eliminating.
fun. Okay. You're very definite. We're not
Definite.
sitting on the fence.
No. Good luck. Okay. So number one, someone who doesn't like animals.
Red flag, straight
Red.
up. Get out. Don't talk to me.
Red. What? Why
I love
red?
animals, but also, so I think that's like a massive value alignment. But I think there's something about someone's character and their values and maybe some empathy if you don't like animals. I feel like there's maybe something disconnected in your brain. You don't have to be, oh, I'm a dog person, I'm a cat person, that's fine,
Yeah.
or I really like reptiles. But if you're just like, I don't care for animals, are you a sociopath? There's something to do with a lack of empathy and
Yeah.
understanding. It makes me feel a bit heebie-jeebie about it. I don't know. What about you?
Definitely. No, definitely red flag because it makes you wonder, why do they not like these animals? These animals are so cute. I mean, unless we're referring to like crocodiles or dinosaurs, then yeah, because they're dangerous. Imagine someone saying they don't like a bunny rabbit.
What's a bunny rabbit ever done to anyone?
Exactly.
Given them
What's
rabies,
up,
probably.
Dutch?
If you'd like a niche animal, that's fine.
Yeah. Replies fast, but disappears for hours mid-conversation.
I don't want to answer this one because I
This
know
is,
this is me. I do this to everyone. So I'm like, da 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 da. Da. I just go do something and then I'll just like forget. It's not
yeah.
personal,
I
but
don't,
it's probably a red
yeah.
flag. It's probably a red.
But sometimes if someone says, I need you for something, and then you're, oh, shoot, okay, then you have to drop your phone. So obviously, like, it happens. So I get it.
See, and you're not letting me sit on the fence because I throw
No,
an
no,
amber flag. I'm going to say it's a green flag because they have
because it's
things to
you.
do. 'Cause it's me.
They are still close friends with their ex.
Gut feeling red.
Red.
My initial reaction would be a
Yeah.
red. But then if it was like still close friends with their ex, but then it's like an ex that's from high school and you're in your 30s and it's like we dated for
Yeah.
6 months and held hands in the playground and that was it. Okay, that wasn't a relationship, but like if you were seriously invested and then you're still friends, if you were talking about having a full future together and so it was an adult relationship, I'd be a bit like, why? What's good? No? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I know some people that are still close friends with the ex. I just feel like there's an agenda, there's a motive. Are you still holding feelings onto them? Is there hope? It's just fishy.
It is. It's weird. The thing is, like, it says you're definitely both over each other. Is one of you waiting? Are you always going to feel like the other person, or you have to prove yourself to this ex to be like, oh, I'm
Exactly.
better than you?
Yep.
They knew me first.
Especially if it was a deep relationship. They've been together for so many years and then suddenly we don't have any feelings for each other, but let's be best friends.
It just doesn't add up for me. Maybe some people are, and good for you. But like
But how?
personally,
Like, how do you do it? Does it not hurt you knowing that they slept with so and so? How do you detach yourself?
yeah, exactly.
I guess that's a question for people that are best friends with the ex.
If you are, let us know. I'm fascinated.
Me too. So Nema doesn't invite you out to social gatherings to meet social circle.
Red flag. I understand if you're very early days, but if you're serious, we've had friends before we've never met their other half. And I'm always just like, why? I mean, there might be a legit reason, like live in different countries or something, whatever. But like, especially if you're all in the same city, if there is logical means for you to hang out and hang out regularly and you're not, why are you separated? Why is there a gap? Something going on there.
It makes you wonder as well, does this person exist?
Have you made them up?
Did you make that up? Red flag. Like, why don't you want to introduce them to the friends? If there's a legit reason why, then fine.
My natural reaction would be I want them to be a part of my life. I want them to be a part of my social circle. But then you think about our social circles do include our other halves and whatnot. And that's just how we're all together. So maybe we're just naturally aligned. They don't have to hang out all the time. It's not saying you have to be all
Yeah,
best friends together, but just to have never met is odd.
needs a lot of alone time.
I'm going to go green.
I guess it depends.
No amber flags.
Is it too late to put in the amber flags? Insert amber flag.
Insert amber flag at question 5.
In case they are introverts or just prefer their own company, I guess.
I would say this is a green to amber flag because
Yeah.
I enjoy my alone time.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people spend far too much time with their other halves and they become one being, and that's just too much. My husband plays cricket, so all summer he's gone on a Saturday. Everyone's like, I can't believe you let him play cricket. What about my time? I enjoy being on my own on a Saturday. I enjoy doing my own thing. I think that's really odd when you just assume that one person goes out and does something and the other one's there, like waiting, like, oh, when you're coming home. I'd be annoyed that he'd have hobbies and interests that are outside of stuff we do together. I think that's really odd. Alone time's really good. I enjoy being alone in my own thoughts.
And I think everyone deserves to have their own hobbies.
Leave me alone. I want to read a book.
Keeps their phone on do not disturb often.
I'm going to go red. Do not disturb for quiet night's sleep's absolutely fine, but just like randomly, I don't know, it seems
Suspicious.
suspicious, yes.
Who are you hiding from? Has mostly friends of the opposite gender.
I think my personal gut reaction would be a red flag, but it shouldn't be a red flag. It should be a green flag. It should just be, okay.
Yep. I'm the same. I'm
Yeah.
the same.
I think we're wired to probably be like, what, that's weird, but it shouldn't be weird. It's not a thing.
No, I'll give you an example. My partner, when we first started dating, my partner had a close friend and she was female. And we hung out once because he was like, hey, she's a great girl. You should get to know her. So we all hung out. I was trying to get on with her, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was, that it was just something off. I noticed there was a flirty vibe.
Cool.
My partner was very oblivious to it. Since that day, we did not hear from her ever again. She just disappeared. We don't know. And we don't know why she didn't bother. Apparently, they used to talk quite often and they just stopped talking. I just thought that was suspicious.
That's weird.
Very
That is weird.
suspicious.
Hidden agendas everywhere.
Exactly. You know when they say
But
just
that's
a friend?
sad. Yeah,
Are
exactly.
you?
Are you?
Are you? With my first ex-boyfriend, when he had a female friend and he was like, she's just a friend. And then as soon as we broke up, bam, we got together and I was like, oh, just a friend, eh? You said she was ugly the other day. Clearly not. is extremely career focused.
That's really hard.
I'll say green, but amber to
Can
green.
I go for an amber?
Why
Can I
do you say
wave my
amber?
amber flag? Because I think it's good to be driven and career focused, but there's the sliding scale. You can be career focused and still have a life, but then you can also be career focused and be working 16-hour days and it completely takes over. I think there's a level to it. Bob is 27 years old and works in finance and needs to be presented with a situation to decide if it's good or bad. Because being career focused is fine, but it's like at what level and what expense?
If you're sacrificing a lot of family, friends, social time, then probably not worth it.
Yeah, not in my opinion.
Avoids talking about past relationships.
Red flag. I think you don't want to be talking about them all the time and tell them how like wonderful, but I think it's somewhat healthy to discuss your past relationships, and I think it can open a lot of doors into people's behavior and why they have certain boundaries and barriers and stuff like that. So I think it's good to talk about it. If you're not talking about it and acting like they didn't exist, that's probably not a good thing.
For sure, it doesn't define who you are, but it's healthy to talk about what happened in the past. It's good to compare.
Compare and contrast your boyfriends.
So I have 5 questions and we will debate about them, maybe rate them. 5, no way, Jose. And number 1, it's okay.
Good to go.
Good to go. So number 1, is liking bikini pics cheating?
I'm trying to put myself in a situation.
I think
Context
about
is everything.
myself. I like bikini pics because I like the bikini. If it's their ex in the bikini, of course, that's no way. If
No way,
it's
Jose.
if it's a celebrity or then not cheating.
It depends on the level of it as well. If you go through someone's likes and it's just constant, or it's that one person, then no way, Jose. I don't think it's cheating. If you're in like a bit of a sticky spot in your relationship and then you're just there like liking all these bikini photos and stuff, or you're liking photos of someone that looks like nothing like your other half, I say that's like weird. Especially if you're in like a sticky like spot. Or you're just looking for other options. I'm gonna put it at a 4. It's just not good. Just don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. 2, do we owe closure?
No.
No. Strong 5.
No way, Jose. I don't think you owe it, especially I think everyone wants closure. And I think there was this I don't know if people do these days, but I definitely remember being in like 18 to 25 and people were like, I need closure. I need to go have a chat with them. And it's like, no. My previous boyfriend, I broke up with him and we never spoke again. I never had the intention to, never wanted to. Like, goodbye.
Goodbye.
He was terrible bloke, awful bloke. It was a terrible relationship. I just snapped and I was just there like, we're done here. We're over. I thought he'd try and chase me down and speak to me and he didn't and I didn't. And I don't know, I moved on pretty quickly and happily. It's the best thing I ever did. I cried afterwards for 5 minutes, then got on the tube and shed a single tear as I was on my way to my flat. And then I was like, no, I don't need to cry about this anymore. I'm good. Off I went with my life. You don't need it. Move on. It's not good for you. I think dwelling on shit isn't good for anyone. So you're not owed it. You don't owe it.
When I was in my teens, I needed it to close and then go on to the next chapter as you grow older. I don't need that. I remember also breaking up with my ex-boyfriend and he was like, let's talk. Can we talk? I'm like, no, because what is the outcome? There is no outcome. So there's no point of us talking. What to make yourself feel better?
Maybe I don't want you to feel better. No way, Jose.
Should you tell your friend you hate their partner?
This is not an easy question.
No. If their partner has treated you in a bad way, then maybe you should say something. But then again, it's awkward because if you're good friends with that person, it might be a touchy subject.
I think you could probably express your dislike for someone without being rude.
Hmm.
But just imagine, like, unsolicited, just someone walking up to you and being like, "Hey, that's uncalled
Yeah.
for." If you're seeing a pattern of abuse or misbehavior, and someone saying, "I dislike them, they're not good for you,"
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
All
Fine.
good to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
But meeting someone once or
Hmm.
meeting someone in passing and being like, "I don't like them,"
Hmm.
it's like, "Excuse me? Like, what? No." You don't have to like
Yeah.
everyone's
You don't have to.
partner to like
Yeah.
them.
No.
We're all different. You're not gonna like everyone in the world.
Yeah. Exactly.
Why is that not a horrible person? That'll be horrible to your friend. Yeah, fuck out, man. Just keep it to yourself.
Last one. Is going through their phone ever justified? Going.
Yes, I think in some cases, I'm gonna draw on the sixth sense of a woman. If you have that feeling, I think there's nothing wrong with that. And especially if you feel like something's off, I think it's wild when people are fully invested in relationships, married, kids, and they're
Yeah.
like, I don't know my partner's passcode. We know each other's passcodes, we use each other's phones, we share laptops when we
Yeah.
need to. He has access to absolutely everything. I
Hmm.
just have, and vice versa. I have no desire to look. But I think if you're getting that feeling,
The Sixth Sense.
it's just sixth sense. If you have the sixth sense, then why not? You're either gonna look at it and think, I'm an idiot, what the fuck am I doing? Or you're gonna look at it and go,
Do
I
it.
know there was something
Mm.
It's gonna give you the answer you need. Hopefully you end up
Yeah.
feeling like a bit of an idiot and you can be like, oh, okay, I was just having an anxious moment. But if not, then you can be like, peace out, bye bitches.
You ever looked at an ex's phone?
Yeah, I went to my ex's phone.
Was it when you had a sixth sense?
There was some weird stuff going on. In hindsight, which is, obviously 2020, there was some weird stuff with his ex, and it was very odd. And I can't really remember the full details of it, but he made her out to be like the obsessive ex. And he made it out that he would message her because he was worried about her and da 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 da. And it was all this like long thing. I never fully quite felt okay about it. And then, funnily enough, we break up and then I meet up with a mutual friend and she was like, "Oh yeah, I saw him the other day and he was with that girl." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was helping him flat hunt or something. I was like, "Are you joking?" So when I had my weird sixth sense, I went to the phone and it was always like, "No, you need someone right now." He was just keeping it
Wow.
on the hook because he knew he could go back to her. Obviously they did at some point.
Did he know that you went through the phone?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Possibly. I think I went through it a couple of times.
yeah.
He definitely knew about the first time, maybe not the second time.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it was necessarily the most wonderful moment and
Yeah.
shining moment of my life. However, I don't
Perfect.
think if you're in a secure situation that you feel the
Okay.
need to.
Mhm. Back in the day when I was a little bit psycho, I was psycho. I was 17. I logged onto my ex's Facebook and I saw all these messages from him messaging these girls, and I knew it. I knew it. What can I do here? So I deleted every single female of his Facebook.
And
No.
stay with him.
He said, "Oh, this is weird. I was just looking at my Facebook and all these girls have fun." I was like, "Who are you searching for?" He goes, did you log on to my Facebook? I was like, why would I do that? I don't,
Busy.
not my shining moment.
Hey, life is all about experiences.
It's great. What makes a good profile? Let's just say we're building our friend's profile on an app. So what are the first top 3 photos you would post on there and why?
Some sort of formal-ish, glamorous outfit, like a wedding outfit or a gala outfit. Something very high glam and very like, woohoo. That would be my number one.
One with an animal. It
Yeah,
just
or
shows
if
that
you do
care
some sort
inside.
of activity, if
Okay.
you are in a sport or something,
Yes.
show that you're active in some way.
Yes.
Show your interests.
What are photos that gives you the ick that will make you swipe?
I think if you have only group photos, I'd be like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
I might be able to work it out,
Mm.
but I don't know who you are. Swipe.
Ones when they just wear sunglasses and every single
Or
hiding.
what are you hiding? What are you hiding?
Yeah.
Or ones that is clearly old.
Mhm.
And so there was definitely a period of time where video in photo quality jumped, so you could tell when something was a more recent photo over a older photo. And then you could like, I don't know, you talk to some people and be like, oh cool, you went there, and they're like 6 years ago. So what do you actually look like?
And also ones where they think it's cool and drinking out of a keg or with lots of shots. It doesn't paint a good picture.
If it comes across quite a laddie profile, I'd
Yeah.
probably be like, nah. I would say that when I was on the apps, like I was so
At a
wildly
cocktail.
judgmental. I was just so judgmental. It was very like high bar. I went through a phase where I dated a couple of people from Red Brick University. I had a blanket rule against if they had certain universities on their profile, I'd be like instant no. They could look like a god. I'd just had so many terrible experiences that I was just like, nope, 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 nope. I was very picky.
It's good to be.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
I don't think to the level I was picky.
I was speaking too. He had to be at a certain height. He had to not be too laddie. Like it's okay to be some level laddie, but not too laddie.
I always got the height thing. I remember asking a couple of people, can I double check how tall you are? And they'd be like, oh, you only date guys over 6 foot. And I'm like, respectfully, I'm 5'9". And if you're 5'6", I'm probably not going to be interested in you.
Yeah.
Don't waste my time. I'm not looking for a 6'3" man. If you are lying on your profile and you're not as tall as you say you are, do you want me to turn up in heels and dwarf you? I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to ask.
That's fine as well. Lots of people lie about their height on the dating app.
A lot of people don't know how tall they are. There are
Just
so many people that'll be like, I'm 6 foot, and you'd be like, I'm taller than you and I'm 5'9". They would generally just assume I'm 6 foot. My friend, she was 5 foot, she was like, I'm 5'9". I'm like at least an inch or two taller than you. People do not know how tall they are. How many times have you just randomly measured yourself?
I have a tape measure, but I've been the same height for so many years. I just don't grow.
I only realized how tall I was when I got this health screening with work many years ago. Part of that was a height thing. I'm 5'9". I am 5'8.5".
Yeah, 5'8.5". That's a thing, right?
I prefer to be 5'9". I lived my life thinking I was 5'11". I generally thought I was way taller than I was.
I remember when I first met you, I think you said you're 5'11".
I went through a long period of my life being like, I'm tall enough to be a Victoria's Secrets model. I found out that I actually wasn't. I was actually too small. Although now they've revamped it, I'm probably tall enough to be a Victoria's Secret model.
Hello.
But that was my thing. I just kept on to this little like nugget of like, I was a Victoria's Secret model. Apparently not. Not anymore. I shrank.
I think we do shrink as we get older, right?
You do shrink as you get older.
That's it for episode 1. In the next episode, we'll be diving into relationships. So listeners, what makes you tick? What gives you the ick? Tune in next time. And don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow us for more.
Bye.